Yeah. Once again, it's on. It's your main man, Ron Mac, the hip optimist, LaRon McAdoo, and this is the legendary Backyard presents a righteous look at Corona poems inspired by the COVID-19 pandemic. It's in book form, in ebook form, and also in this video form as well. But the videos have some extras in it, and so, it's a little different than it is in the book, but it's all good because it's all part of the righteous community. If you want to be part of the righteous, all you got to do is hit us up on the information. If you are a creative, then you can be part of the righteous as well. 13 to 19. The Righteous Poets can be found at Righteous Poets, Facebook and Instagram. And make sure you spell righteous right. I got to make sure we get it. Yeah, just like that. Or you can call 501-350-5945. Up first, we're just going to see if we can open this mic up. Are y'all ready to open the mic? Say yeah. Say oh yeah. Here we go.
My name is Emily Jefferson, and this is called When the Earth Shook. I feel so bad for myself, for my world being flipped upside down, for the world being flipped upside down. No more school, no more meetings, no more quality time, no less than 6 feet. No more touch, flatten the curve. I want a hug. I feel so bad for the foot soldiers, the doctors, the nurses, the grocery store clerks, the scientists, the delivery drivers, the ones who really need the N95 masks, the essential personnel. I feel so good, grateful for the wake-up call. It took a pandemic to see who society stands on, because when the earth shook, who held it up? Who built the ark before the rains came? So even though I feel so bad for my seniors, for the elderly, for the at-risk, for my social life, and people are dying, and Zoom is now how I celebrate birthdays, and normal has died. I look at the educators, I look at the researchers, I look at all the people dedicating their lives for all of society, and I feel good.
I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good. So good that I got you. Hey, look. We have another poet reporting live from home. Take it away. What's your question?
How's your quarantine going? That's the new baseline question. The typical, how's school, has been replaced. But when I get asked, I never know what to say. There's no way for me to put a label on this whole time. It's not a one-way. There's no, I'm good or I'm fine. There's no, it's great, it's helped me grow, or it's really made all my attachments that I didn't even know I had show. There's no one-word answer to sum up all the emotions I go through. The emotions I feel are nothing new. I'm not sure if I could even say there are good days and bad days. More like inspiring hours and dead hours. The good hours aren't as abundant, but somehow the dead hours seem to devour all my motivation and the power that I have, or the power that I thought I had. I would like to say, like everyone else, I miss my friends. I miss the time we used to spend together. I wish we could go back to last semester, but the truth is I'm tired of pretend. I don't really miss my friends. I don't really miss school. I don't really miss going out that much. I'm not eager to do something when all this is over. I wish it brought me a deeper gratitude and appreciation, or whatever it is, for everything I take advantage of on the daily, but the truth is, I just feel like an insanely less motivated and less caring version of myself. I know the focus is supposed to be mental health, but I'm having a hard time just getting through the necessities. School, shower, chores, then you can have time to yourself. Sounds simple, but I never noticed how much drive it takes to get through the basics in life. Once I've finished my responsibilities, if I finish my responsibilities, then it's me time. The night time, my favorite time. Anywhere in the AM from 12 to 5, that's my prime. That's the time of day I adore. I wait all day just to make it to the night because that time is all mine. It's when everything is by my design. I give myself options of what I can do. I have the freedom of choice. I get to pick anything to do from the things I enjoy. I used to make myself only do creative things, but then I realized you can't create if you don't consume, so I let myself watch a movie, listen to music. Yeah, Ainsley, you can have a break from creating, you can consume. Usually the list of options for things to do includes watch interviews, play my guitar and sing, go through magazines to get parts for my collages I'm making, learn a new finger-picking tab song on the guitar, work on songwriting, cook something, listen to my beats while doing absolutely nothing, interview myself because I love talking and sounding wise and being funny for no reason. No one else has to see it, it's just for pure self-enjoyment. All because I can. I can and it's nice to me. The AM has been a reviver for my quarantine.
Yep. I dig that. Everybody, if you realize it, is not all that upset about not having to see and deal with people all the time. They actually are enjoying it. So, hey, I feel that. But I wonder, are we as selfless as we think we are?
I hate to break it to you, but we're not selfless by nature. It's a learned attribute. It's a practice behavior. When we're young, we're told we should take turns and that it's nice to share. When you see someone standing in a crowded room, you should offer them your chair. And when you're engaged in activity, you should always play fair and so on and so forth. I can name a million things there. So why is it so difficult for us now to step out of this bubble that consumes us? For feelings of flattery and self-serving perspectives, all while looking out and lusting for the approval, attention, assets, validation, and respect of others. What's the point of blowing a bubble when it's surrounded by needles? And you can interpret that how you want. You can say how you feel, but the reality of the time that we live in is apparent. And the side effects of the sickness of self-absorption is clear. So when it's your friend, your grandparent, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, in that casket or in that hospital bed, you better not shed one tear.
Wow. Backwards. W-O-W. What? Wow. All right. So anyway, I am checking out this right here. I'm reading along in the book. And as a matter of fact, it also comes in an ebook, PDF form that can be emailed to you. And this is the live presentation of it with the poets reading their poetry. And we even have some special people on here, special guests. Everybody's righteous, part of the righteous community. And let me tell you a little something about how to get in contact with the righteous. First of all, you spell it right. WRITEOUSPOETS at Righteous Poets on Facebook and Instagram, or you can call the number 501-350-5945. So definitely be looking out, and we about to get into this next poet. Break it down. Yeah.
This morning when I woke up, my anxiety was extreme. I guess that's the reality of this quarantine, this isolation to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Last night I had a dream that God wiped the earth clean, cleared all deadly infections, cleared all disease. Meanwhile, I'm stuck in this house wanting to scream. The silence is getting far too loud for me. This afternoon, I got so bored. For an adventure, I had to turn to a dream. This is the first time I feel like I've had too much sleep. When I go to get groceries, I have to maintain 6 feet. Meanwhile, my peers from school are breaking their rule, trying to shake hands with me. I wish I can wake up to find this was only a dream, only a scheme. My country is being hunted by COVID-19. My GPA may drop because of COVID-19. My professors must lack empathy. or don't realize we're fighting this deadly thing because every 30 minutes they're emailing me. Like, complete this test after you read chapter 19. I wish this was all a play and the director can yell, sing. Then I can return to the public without being afraid to breathe, scared to sneeze, or without being forced to quickly return to my ongoing self-quarantine. My prayers goes out to those who have come hand in hand with COVID-19. If you ever run out of faith to fight, just turn to me. I look forward to the day we can all chant and scream, we have beat COVID-19. We have beat COVID-19.
Hey, you talking about some deep stuff. That's right. It gets real. Let this COVID-19 break, this Rona recess, be a reminder of all the times that we said we don't have time. We don't have time to exercise or self-develop or learn a skill or practice this certain thing or finish this project. But now that we got time, now that we have time, now that we see time, are we applying ourselves like we really thought we would when we were so-called busy? Let it be a reminder that it's not about the time, it's about the mind. Our mindset is what makes us not do stuff, not the clock. So be sure all those things you said, man, I never had time to finish this or do this or start this, or all the times you said that, let this be an opportunity right now. We got a few days left. As a matter of fact, the party is not over. It's going to be more Rona recess on the way, and don't let that upset you. As a matter of fact, let that empower you to self-develop. Do what you need to do. That's why I had the kids write this book. You know, I was like, look, we need to document this. This is a once in 100 lifetime type of thing. Once in 100 year life event. We had to document this through our poetry and make sure we chronicle what's going on. So anyway, we about to get into the next poet. She got that fire. Yeah. Yeah. No cap. Big facts. Say less.
My name is Vanessa Washington, and the title of this piece is called What I Feel on the Inside. Most days, I felt ready to conquer the world, ready to feel accomplished, ready to let my mind ease the aches from last night's rage, to leave a house that doesn't feel like a home but a cage, ready to flip the next page of my life and look forward into the decades. And it's so crazy to see that I was almost finished. Almost. I keep repeating it in my head like it's OCD. It feels like everything's been stolen from me. Most days, I feel empty. I wake up and draw my curtains open in hopes to see movement that is now vacant. Stationary. Everything's stationary. No more gatherings and sanctuaries to feel the life among us. In places of refuge that many peers don't even have that to look forward to. Silence. Day after day, it seems every day has become the same day to the point no one knows what day it is. But does it really matter? I have visions of this process in its many phases. I see sad changes in behaviors and mayors on television casting I'm sorry stares as favors. It's hard. What will I tell my kids about my childhood? I'll tell them to look at a sheet of paper, lined paper, and to look at the spaces in between them. Then I'll ask, what do you see? They will reply with nothing. The same thing I would say when people ask what they can do to make it better. I don't mean to sound harsh, but this violent pandemic has gotten to many of our heads. We have conspiracists that don't really care, people of authority that have no great ideas to share, and an economy that is becoming jobless and financially stressed. Most days, I want to feel excitement. Like one day all of this will go away and become a memory. I just want to click my heels 3 times and walk my way to the finish line. But I know in reality, I can't. Tap, 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 tap. I can hear the intricate sounds of my fingers hitting the keyboard, sounds I didn't hear until now. I can hear my thoughts, me telling myself everything is going to be all right, me telling myself that God works in mysterious ways, me telling myself that I am still breathing, still fighting, and still living. So I know even though this hasn't been the best of my days, I am still blessed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's update where the numbers are rising like smoke. Unfortunately, there's fire. We are still in the heat of a public health and safety emergency. It has blazed way longer than anyone thought it would. It is a strong and determined infection. We have to muscle up our measures to ensure we exercise safety. We have to work out the fact that you might have it. I know decisions to box and contain the threat is viewed by some as extreme. We have to go toe to toe and be aggressive. As a vulnerable population, we can't just take it on the chin. I solicit our cooperation in punching through and fighting this plague. We'd rather be 6 feet apart than 6 feet under, so please be studious toward precautions and research cautious optimism, but also analyze things through a healthy skepticism. We should examine and test everyone to be sure. That's the only way we can truly know, because we really know that if we violate quarantine, we can honestly jeopardize ourselves and our loved ones. Update: the numbers are harmfully high. You can be a toxic carrier. You have hazardous characteristics. You should isolate your harmful selves. Proximity to you is dangerous. I know that you don't know you're sick. I know that you don't see the threat. I know that you don't think that you can be infected, so you walk around not even knowing you're ill. We have to limit our exposure to you to survive. We cannot assume that you are well. The diagnosis is in. Based on statistics, a lot of you need hospitalization. It's reached your mind. Complication. It's reached your heart. Infestation. And you're a part of a pandemic, a damnation, international contagion, worldwide contamination. This is an update. The numbers are through the roof. I wish this was COVID. I wish I could say you have corona. Your symptoms are obvious to those who know. Your eyes are coated, not allowing you to see your own privilege. Your ears are plugged, unable to recognize the off pitch of the N-word in your relatives' mouths. Your tongue is twisted with slurs and jokes that's off color. Yes, you suffer from a germ capable of developing into a delusional state of superiority, which manifests as an irrational bigotry and a ludicrous pathological complex expressed through a thought or act of racial hatred, i.e., you're sick. Be advised. Thank you. Woo! Oh man, it's been crazy. It's been a great ride. We're at the conclusion. We're at the end, and I'd like to thank everybody who participated in this: the students, the adults, the Writeous community, those that extend beyond the walls of any institution or anything. The Writeous is a statewide thing. So I'm glad that those who participated did participate and give us their powerful perspectives, their meaningful points of view about what they were doing, because they were in the doing instead of in the dormant that some people can get into during this time. And so I am so happy and proud that they were part of this project, and we can move on to other things. But this is a once in 100-year type of thing. So we had to document and make sure that people knew what we were thinking. We had to make sure history was written from my perspective and point of view too. So anyway, man, all I'm going to say is this is the information that you need: the book, the ebook, and this presentation with all these poems. In order to get in contact with the Writeous, you can do it this way. On Facebook and Instagram, it is at Writeous Poets. On Facebook and Instagram, it is at Writeous Poets. The number is 501-350-5945. 501-350-5945. Writeous, WRITEOUS, Poets, POETS. Yeah. Hey, look, you can book them. Workshops, online tutorials, performances online. You can book them. We do it in person. We can do it online too. Amen. Workshops, webinars, whatever you need, we got you. Anyway, Ron Mac, we out.